If you've been hanging out with us on stream for a while, you're aware that I get excited when we have new players appear on stream. New to the stream, anyway. Polluted Delta gets correct. Tristan drops to 819, rather. Underground Sea. Harry Houdini with a golden gifter bat says, one day it will be me. Harry hoping to appear on stream someday.
Tamio.
There is Tamio. It resolves.
Yep.
Richard and Pizza with a question. What is your opinion on tapping or not the fetch land when activating? You have to tap it. You have to tap it. That's what it says on the card. Chain Lightning on Tamio getting dazed. It's countered. Chain Lightning. Thoughtseize. The hand is revealed. Corey Steelcutter, Ponder, Force of Will. Looks like a Tamio, Thundering Falls, Polluted Delta.
I'll take the steel cutter, please.
All right, respecting Corey Steelcutter, choosing that. If you've been watching our streams recently, you might have chose the cutter as well. The card's a little nutty.
I don't have any tokens.
Traz in the chat says, I want to fly out just to play Legacy Night. It helps that I can fly for free. Well, seems like a good deal. We do pretty regularly have tourist players playing on our local events. It's kind of a neat thing. Visitors to the city, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Maybe they're not tourists necessarily. People traveling on business or whatever. Come play Legacy in the evening. Here's Tamio on David's side. Both players have Tamio. Blocking with Tamio, very bold. Making a clue.
You have to do that. If you need it, you can have it back.
Okay, Wasteland gets played for Tristan. Just passes the turn then. Nothing super important to waste here. Might just want the extra mana. Found another Corey Steelcutter. Hits the stack.
I'm going to fatal push your Tamio.
Steelcutter on the stack. Fatal push Tamio. Tamio is down. Corey Steelcutter will resolve. Polluted Delta gets cracked. We got a battle, folks. Corey Steelcutter's on the board. Tristan could potentially ninjutsu at some point in this match. We'll have to watch out for Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. Oh, what happened? Okay. Tamio, trigger the cutter. Attack with the monk. Tristan accepts the damage. Drops to 15.
It's just those two cards.
Force Ponder is David's hand. Pass the turn back to Tristan. Looks like Tristan drew a daze.
Come back. Thank you. In the box. Okay. I'm going to ninjutsu.
All right, ninjutsu. There is the Ninja Master, Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. Ninjutsu'd onto the board. David will take the 3 damage.
Okay, and then I'll activate the 0, surveil 2, then draw a card. So taking damage. Is there available to you to look at both at the same time?
Yeah,
or
you
is
look
it
both
one?
at the same time.
Using Kaito's 0 ability now, Surveil 2, then draw a card for each opponent who lost life this turn. So we will draw a card. Passing it back. 4 loyalty on Kaito. We could see it get hit by monks. Kaito should be tapped.
Land, sorcery, artifact, creature.
All right, going right after Kaito with Unholy Heat.
Okay. Yeah.
Kaito down. Hit for 6 immediately with a Delirious Unholy Heat. Could ponder here and trigger the cutter, make a monk. That will be the play. Equips it. First monk has 2 prowess triggers on it so far. Force of Will, the only card in the hand before this ponder finishes resolving. Gonna ponder shuffle. Another cantrip could flip Tamio. A land, crack a clue could flip Tamio. Found a land. Goes after the Underground Sea Wasteland, though. I like that play. Tamio could hold for now.
2 for 5.
3 and 2. Yep. Go to 10.
Press me.
Okay, attacker for 5, passing the turn. Tamio has made a clue represented by the blue sleeve. Yeah, morph creature, yeah.
Get a C.
Okay, Pluto Delta got cracked, finding an Underground Sea. Not sure if the life was paid on the life counter. Yeah, it could also be phased out.
10 minutes off. Yeah, I didn't want you to think that was card in my hand, I realized.
One card.
Sure, so it's not 5.
Okay, Nethergoyf.
Planeswalker. Sorcery. Instant. Creature.
Okay. Yeah, 4 5.
Yes. 5.
4 power on the Nethergoyf. Pass the turn. Just a Force of Will in David's hand before the draw. Crack the clue. 2 cards drawn this turn.
Sure.
Swing trigger.
Okay, Tamio attacks, makes another clue. Now we could sack that clue to flip Tamio into a planeswalker. It seems like that's the plan.
Draw 4.
Yep. That's 3, right?
Yep.
Tamio transforms. Seasoned Scholar.
That's okay.
Tap. Draw.
Has the monks available to block if needed. Nethergoyf could still attack. Force of Will, one of the known cards in David's hand. The only known card. 3 cards total in the hand. Bullmaster. Might go after a monk. Ah, force pitching force. Trying to counter the Bowmaster.
I'll make a blue. Not days, picking up my loot. Floating a blue.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a good list.
Okay.
Alright, so Bowmaster will resolve after the daze protects it. Pinging a monk. No, that doesn't make sense. Alright, pinging Tamio because the monk has prowess.
Yeah, straight on the camera. That's a orc.
Alright, the yellow sleeve is the Orc Army. We have not had good good tokens on today's stream, have we, chat? Are we upset? Should we do more live streams after today, or should this be it? Should we just end it here?
Pick 1 card, right?
This might be it. This might be the last stream.
I will attack.
Kind of deciding it now.
Trigger.
Yep, 3.
Richard and Pizza is calling the police.
So everything dies?
So this is a 2/2. This is a 3/3. So 1 will live.
Kill off that one.
Yep.
All right. Double blocks the Netherglyph. Kills it in combat. Plop says, who cares about tokens? Wow. Wow. That was big. Tamio at 3 loyalty. Corey Steelcutter still on the board. A loose monk. 1/1 Orc Army on Tristan's side. These are the yellow sleeve. Rob fighting, wondering, was it a 5/6? I don't believe so. I think it was still a 4/5. Remember that it only counts Tristan's graveyard.
It's up to 5.
Monk gets equipped. Tamio takes up to 5. Pass the turn. No doubt about it. Tamio could win David this game. Tristan is aware and will have to address that problem. It's at 5 loyalty right now, the Tamio.
I'm gonna escape Netherglyph. Ping 3.
Okay, they put the escape mechanic on Netherglyph, so we're using it. Have to escape delirium, basically.
Planeswalker.
So what would it be?
Those are exiled. It is. I have 3 types. I am casting it. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Netherglyph escaping gets dazed. Pretty good for David. Two cards left in Tristan's hand. Didn't attack with Tamio there to make a clue. Not sure how relevant that will be. Minusing Tamio on David's side. Could potentially look for removal. There was a Chain Lightning earlier, right? Chain Lightning is selected, it seems. Could hit Tamio or Bowmaster. Doesn't really make sense to hit the Orc Army, of course. Yeah, it goes after Bowmaster. Trigger prowess on the monk. Bowmaster down. Ponder, trigger the monk. Trigger the cutter. So first monk has 2 prowess triggers on it. Then there's a brand new monk. Also has 2 power.
Surveil.
Thundering Fall surveils a brainstorm in the yard. Swinging for 4.
This one has trample, this one does not. And this is the one with 3. So 3/3, no trample, 2.
Oh, swinging for 5 actually. Swinging for 5.
Block here. Take 3.
I had you at 9? What did I have you at 1?
Sam wondering why chain instead of bolt. Yeah, probably has 4 bolts in the deck. Chain Lightning is like the 5th bolt. Chain Lightning could often give decks like this the ability to end the game with bolts to the face. Chain Lightning helps with that a bit.
And then if you do it on my draw step, I draw. And then if you try to mill me in drawing, you can still go. And then trigger would happen, you would shuffle. And then trigger would resolve, and then we would shuffle.
Okay, Tristan's gonna sack a clue.
So that lands here. Or removal. You have to remove it works the second time if you have a removal for emerald. So basically what happens is you mill everything, emerald trigger, you remove the emerald. Everything.
Tamio at 2 loyalty on David's side. It's pretty well protected right now. Well, it's actually not protected at all, but the 1 power Bowmaster won't be able to kill it, was my point. There is no Tamio plus ability for this turn. Tamio's not protected at all, though. All right, so Clue gets sacked here. I guess I should have said Tamio is safe for now. Tamio flips on Tristan's side now. It's not bad. At 5 life, could use the help. Couple of prowess triggers, though. We could still be in trouble.
Seriously?
Dragon's Voice Channeler.
Bolt face, trigger.
Bolt Face. Drop to 2.
Surveil, I'm looking
1 prowess trigger. Dump a Mishra's Bauble. Make another monk. That'll do it. Game 1 goes to David. Long battle. Hard fought game 1.
You're doing the red splash and then
I was trying to hide it. That needed the second.
Moving on to game 2. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, folks. It's free. Great way to help the channel. Help us grow. Tabletop legacy coverage. Grow. And if you're able to hit the join button on YouTube, unlock a bunch of cool perks. And not have to wait a long time to watch our latest stuff. Watch it immediately. Often without ads as well. Yeah, the Corey Steel Cutter is fair and balanced, says Traz. They tested it. They tested it thoroughly for 1v1, don't forget.
land.
They had like 600 people for a whole year testing Corey Steel Cutter to make sure.
You can't cast both. Emery can't cast both. So
Brainstorm happening here for David. Tristan was on the play here for game 2.
And step back.
Traz saying it's funny because mono red was already good in standard, but they were like, could it be better? I haven't looked at standard much recently. I do get happy to hear that people are playing it, though. I do hear from some local friends some people you see playing on stream with us, that they're jamming some standard, often on arena. Undercity Sewers Surveil.
Sure, I'll keep it. Cool.
Leaves it on top. Every once in a while, lately, I'm hearing about RCQs in my area that are standard. I dig it. Here's a Tamio.
Pass.
Now we will be moving this on Sunday, right? We can do that. It's like you have to mirror this one.
I'm not sure which card you're saying would be banned. Same. Is there a Karn in standard? Preordain. Looked like both cards went to the bottom. Okay, Wasteland on Sewer. Bowlmaster revealed on top of the deck. Okay. Gets to draw that card off the bobble before Bowlmaster mana is available. Tamio sticking around here for Tristan for now. Tex makes a clue.
Thank you.
And then I'll just pass it.
Mechanic Island, okay. Bowlmaster.
Thank you.
Bowlmaster is in. Yellow Sleeve is a monk. Is an orc. Orc army.
I mean, you also took
Sorcery Speed Bowlmaster can often be the right play. Does Tristan have ways to protect it now? Tamio was another threat. Vantage bar very slightly over to the left right now. Tristan has a good start here in game 2.
good, but it's I'm gonna draw out like later.
One of the second one had a wasteland in it. That would have been
Let's not one blue. I have one blue for my pool. I know. Targeting one ring.
There's Core Steel Cutter again.
One paper, but I'll trigger. In response to the trigger, I'll drop 2 turns. One ring across my hand, I'm not gonna sack any money. I mean 6 mana.
Core Steel Cutter, but no Flurry trigger that turn. Could be setting up for the following turn. Ponder here for Tristan. We've been seeing some sideboard cards coming in here and there on stream to beat the Cutters. Hydroblast is a big one. Card we may see here in game 2 or game 3 if we get there. Seeing people stocking up on Hydroblasts. Speaking of stocking up, has stock up been on the decline, chat? Post Tarkir, has that card started to dip down a bit in Legacy? I don't know. Legacy format in some flux. Corey Steel Cutter decks and Rakshasa's bargain decks hot right now at our locals. Specchio says stock up is stonking down.
At around 2 go.
So Tamio becomes the scholar. Ticks up.
Dragon Challenger.
Dragon's Rage Channeler, spell number 1.
Unholy Heat target. This 2 triggers.
Unholy Heat, not bad. Unholy Heat hits another Planeswalker in this match, knocks it out. Trigger the Cutter, trigger Surveil.
Done that.
Instant sorcery land artifact was in David's graveyard, so Delirium was on. Wasteland on the Volk is not bad too. Attack with the Monk.
2, right? Yep. 16.
Took out Tamio. Triggered the Flurry. Got a Dragon's Rage Channeler. Delirious on the board. That was a big turn for David. That advantage bar was creeping over to the left, but now it's back towards the center, I think. That Bowmaster is pretty important. It's not going to be able to race these Monks and Dragon's Rage Channelers very well. It's going to need some help.
Push your.
Fatal Push DRC. DRC down. It's a good start.
It's not that matters.
Then a Ponder. It will resolve. Maybe Tristan looking for a way to beat this Cutter. Get it off the board. Shatter it.
Come back. I'm gonna get an Underground Sea. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go Badlands. Sure. I'll go C.
The red in these Grixis decks are a very small splash. The deck is mostly Dimir. Thoughtseize on this deck. Force pitching Brainstorm on Thoughtseize. Okay. Something important is being hid. Murktide. That's a big one. Okay, 7/7 Murktide. And just passing, okay. I dig it. Tristan still has that clue. 7/7 Murktide now to deal with, plus the Cutter. 2 cards in David's hand. Just a Bowmaster on Tristan's side. Advantage bar starting to slide over to the right now.
He's pretty good. You know, bounces directions right now? Yeah.
And Murktide's going to hit pretty hard. Black decks have removal for Murktides. I think earlier on today's stream we saw Go for the Throat, for example. Finds a 4th Underground Sea. There's a playset. Raise your hand if you have a playset of Underground Seas.
Because you don't want it to happen so badly, it's going to happen.
All right, Richard and Pizza does. Hard casting Kaito Bane of Nightmares.
I'm going to minus the tap here and stun your Murktide. You got 2 stun counters.
I'm going to use your die just to signify that.
It is going to be stunned. The Murktide. Do we have anybody watching that has 4 of all the duels? Raise your hand. And you could prove it by posting a picture in our Discord if you want. Okay, Lightning Bolt on the Bowlmaster. Bowlmaster down. 1 stun counter left on the 7/7 Murktide. We could see a second spell trigger the Cutter. Attacking Kaito, it seems. Kaito down. Tamio on the board. 1/1 Orc Army all alone. Anarchy Inducer says got my 40 duels during COVID. Nile Spellbomb. A little iffy with Murktide on the table.
I'll exile your grave here and pay 1 to draw.
Murktide gains 1.
No. That's why I said it. That's why it's entertaining.
Okay, Murktide grows to 8/8. Now Spellbomb was able to draw Tristan a card, though.
Oh, that's why you were so confused.
All right, last stun counter removed from Murktide. David with plenty of permanents now. Orc Army 1/1 yellow sleeve on Tristan's side. Ponder cast. Bowlmaster in response. Still a prowess trigger on the stack. Gonna try and ping this monk.
Did those prowess triggers already go off?
So I cast this, the power triggers are on the stack. You can cast that with the power triggers on the stack.
All right, a monk will die here. Bowlmaster will trigger on the resolution of Ponder. 2/2 Orc Army now for Tristan before the Ponder draw, so it'll be a 3/3, I guess, when it's all done.
I think you have Bowmaster for the draw.
Okay, this ping goes to the face. 3/3 Orc Army now. Tanking with Tamio. Making clue. No more stun counters left on the Murktide. Okay, fetching here, looking for Badlands. There it is. The token on David's side is a clue.
Oh yeah. They just in combat, like going with a hammer.
Red. Black.
So it's like you go
Molten Collapse with the Send. Murktide and no token.
Okay, Descended Molten Collapse. Targeted the Clue, targeted the Murktide. Murktide shot down successfully by multi-collapse. That was huge for Tristan.
Sorry, can you from the draw?
Yes, they were taking for taking card.
4-4 Orc Army now.
Combat.
They're already in knights, so they're taking. I don't know, Jamie. Yeah, I think so. I think they're
Now a Murktide for Tristan. This game has been quite back and forth. It feels like the advantage bar swinging in the other direction now, little by little. Having the Bowlmaster has been pretty good. Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler. Power Blast the Murktide. Surveil. Trigger the Monk. Trigger the Cutter, make a Monk.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. This game has been back and forth. Wasteland on the Badlands is pretty good. Cuts Tristan off a red, likely for the rest of the game, I think.
yeah, I mean, that seems fine.
David does have to be careful with his life total here. There's a 4-4 Orc Army on Tristan's side. Okay, swinging for 4. 2 monks come in. No blocks for Tristan. Drops a 9. No Delirium on the Dragon's Rage Channeler, I don't believe. I don't think so. Okay, Tristan finally sacks that Clue that's been hanging out there for a while. Nethergoyf, not bad. It's got 5 power. 5 power on another Nethergoyf. Not bad at all. Grindy, huh?
And you gotta play a second land. You're just
Attack it with the 4-4 Orc Army. Can we afford to absorb 4 damage? David says yes. Drop to 3. Pass the turn. This is going to be tight. Tristan's at 9. 5 power Nethergoyf on the board.
Swing for 3.
Yep.
Sorcery feature installed.
No box. 6.
Okay, apparently we did have Delirium for Dragon's Rage Channeler. Attacks for 3. Dropping to 6 is Tristan. Murktide off the top. Oh my goodness.
Very nice.
+2.
It will be a 5-5 Murktide. Graveyard cleared now. No more Delirium for David for sure now. And then passing the turn. 5-5 Murktide. And a Dragon's Rage Channeler without Delirium. This has been a crazy game too. Is everybody watching? Does anybody have any idea what's happening on the stream right now? Five power Nethergoyf, 4 power Orc Army. Both get chumped by monks. The monks have been cleared. Cutter all by itself now. Not attached to anybody. Okay, Tamio actually will block.
Thanks for the token.
I fucking want this card, dude. Playing it in standard. I'm playing.
Seems like the match has been decided. David wins it. GG's.